my friends, I'm Frankie and welcome to Club Foodie. I grew up eating a lot of different proteins. When it comes to veal, there are so many delicious recipes to make. I think of veal rossini, cotteletto alla milanese, blanquette de veau, veal piccata, ossobuco, veal florentine, veal orloff, vice versa, and so on. Here's another one that is definitely a must try. In today's episode, I'll show you how to make my Veal Marsala. Creamy and flavorful, this dish is amazing. This is the perfect weeknight meal to serve as it's so easy and quick to make. But it's also very elegant to serve for your next dinner party. So my friends, let's get cooking.
Here are our beautiful veal cutlets that we patted dry. And what we need to do is to pound them down using a meat mallet. So we'll place a plastic wrap on a cutting board, then the cutlet. We'll place another cling film on top, and using the flat side, we'll pound it down evenly to thin it out. We don't want pepper thin, but down to about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch thick. Something similar to this. Next, in a small bowl, we'll season the flour with smoked paprika, ground sea salt, and freshly ground black pepper. We'll give a little whisk to blend the ingredients. Now, just before cooking, we'll add some of the flour mixture to a fine sieve and dredge the cutlets by tapping on it. When this side is done, we'll flip them over and dredge the other side. We'll shake off the excess flour so the coating doesn't turn pasty. Alright, let's start cooking. In a large skillet over medium-high heat, we'll add olive oil and 1 tablespoon of butter. Come on now, everything tastes better when there's butter in it. Alright, so when it's hot and sizzles, we'll add the floured veal. See, it took too much time for my pan to warm up. It's very important that the dredging is done just seconds before cooking. Otherwise, the moisture from the meat will absorb it. Let's hope it will turn out good. So we'll cook them for 1 to 1.5 minutes per side or until golden brown. They don't need more than that. When the cutlets are done, we'll place them on a baking dish and transfer to a 170-degree preheated oven to keep them warm while we make the sauce. Now, we'll reduce the heat to medium and add the remaining 2 tablespoons of butter. As soon as it's melted, we'll add the mushrooms and season with freshly ground black pepper. We'll saute them until brown and soft, about 5 minutes. If your pan is a little dry like mine is, simply add some oil to it. Not a lot, but just enough so the mushrooms don't stick. So a few minutes later, we'll add shallots and pressed garlic. We'll quickly saute the ingredients for only 1 minute. Now we'll pour in the Marsala wine, and the brand I use is this one. I love cooking with it. We'll also pour in some chicken broth. We'll increase the heat back to medium-high and bring the mixture to a boil. While it gets there, we'll scrape the bottom of the pan to dislodge any brown bits. When it boils, we'll return to medium heat and cook until the liquid has reduced by half, stirring occasionally. That should take about 5 minutes. Next, we'll pour in some heavy cream and season with rosemary and thyme leaves. We'll blend the ingredients very well before returning our veal cutlets, including any accumulated juices. We'll cook for just a couple minutes, spooning some sauce over. And that's it. We're pretty much done. The cutlets can be served over spätzle, egg noodles, or mashed potatoes. I like it with fettuccine. So here's what I do. After the noodles are cooked and drained, I add some butter and a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. I stir very well before adding the remaining 1/4 cup of cheese. I also like to add some fresh chopped parsley. When it's time to serve, I place one cutlet on the noodles and sprinkle with some more parsley. And my friends, this is our Veal Marsala. This classic Italian recipe is a great one to have in your folder. With incredible flavor, this is a delicious way to enjoy veal. In less than 30 minutes, you can serve this dish to your family and friends. I hope you give it a try soon, and be sure to visit clubfoodie.com for ingredient amounts, directions, and more info. Until next time, my friends, bon appétit!